Alright, let's see. First of all, sound? Is there sound? Alright, let's see. First of all, sound? Is there sound? Yep, there's sound. Alright, back to this malarkey. Back to this folly. There goes the capture card. Back to this nonsense. So today we are hunting for Mewtwo. We are starting the shiny hunt for all the legendaries who can mega evolve. So all the legendaries that can mega evolve, that would include Mewtwo, Latios, Kyogre, Groudon, and Primal Reversion, and Rayquaza. Alright, so, yeah, starting Mewtwo today. Alright, so what kind of music do I want to put on? Wait, hold on a second. Wait a second. A friend of mine. Oh, Happy New Year, by the way, everyone. Happy New Year. We're 2 days into the New Year's now. Oh my god. Wait, I gotta reply to this message. Oh, the text my friend just sent me. Set in 2025, Theodore Twombly, played by Joaquin Phoenix, is a lonely, introverted man who works for a business that has professional writers compose heartfelt, intimate letters for people who are unwilling or unable to write letters or of a personal nature themselves. If you don't recognize that movie summary, that movie plot, that's the 2013 movie Her. My friends and I watched it a couple months ago. Right, I forgot it was set in 2025. So that's this year. So not only are we getting, not only are we getting sex robots this year as predicted by The Sun like 9 years ago, we're also getting Scarlett Johansson AI partners. I'm here for it. I am all the way here for it. I'm joking, of course. Am I? Am I really, though? Well, obviously the Scarlett Johansson AI partners, that's a joke, But like, the real life Iguses, hey, I'm here for that. And that's no joke. Oops. Alright, so what kind of music can I put on? So anyways, let me briefly explain once again why I'm hunting for Mega Legendaries in preparation for Legend ZA. I'm predicting they're all going to be shiny locked. Every legendary available in the game, I'm predicting will be shiny locked. Because that was the case for Legends Arceus. It's the only other Legends game we have to base off of. And all the legendaries were shiny locked in that game. So this being the second ever Pokemon Legends game, I can only assume, based on the first game, everything will be pretty much the same. All the all the legendaries available in game will be shiny locked. So if I want these mega shiny legendaries, I gotta hunt them in a different game. So actually, I want to show you guys after this next, encounter. Okay, no. Well, actually, before I show, let me give the context. That earlier today, I got my second shiny Hisuian Voltorb from breeding in my Violet game today. So now I have the entire Hisuian Voltorb line complete for Hisuian Voltorb and Electrode. So up next, I'm hunting for Hisuian Quillfish. I'm hunting for 2 of them. I know Overquill's not next in the Pokedex, but it would just be stupid for me to not hunt 2 at the same time. So now that I've gotten my second shiny Hisuian Voltorb, I'm hunting for Hisuian Quillfish. Which is actually what I'm going to show you right now. So here's my first one. Here's the first one I got maybe half an hour ago, and then I stopped to show you guys that I have the first Hisuian Quillfish here. So while I'm doing this today, I'll also be hunting for the second one, to evolve into a shiny Overquill in a Strange Ball. Alright, let's get this tilted back. So I'm going to go ahead and catch this Hisuian Quillfish now. Oh my god, the lag is real. If only you guys can see how laggy it is for me over here. Okay, so while I catch this Hisuian Quillfish, so a couple of shows to talk about today. There was a new episode of Creature Commandos and Beast Games that came out today. However, I did not watch either. So today I will only be talking about, because I already finished The Boys Season 1, today I will only be talking about Oshinoko Season 2, What If Season 3, and Squid Game Season 2. So I have these 3 shows to talk about. However, when it comes to What If, I have the final 3 episodes to talk about. Last time we talked about the 3 previous episodes I watched then, which all of them sucked, by the way. So today I have the remaining 3 episodes of What If to talk about. The final 3 episodes of Season 3. Was it good? Not really. It's such a shame that What If peaked with Season 1. Season 2 was mid. Wasn't as great as Season 1. It was okay. Season 3 just ain't it. Ain't really that good for a final season. But we'll talk about that in due time. We will first be discussing Oshinoko. This would be episode 9. So we're almost done with Season 2. I only have 4 episodes left, because I believe Season 2 only has 13 episodes. Quillfish is categorized as the balloon Pokemon? Not even a pufferfish Pokemon, huh? Alright, let's take a look. I got one with a naughty nature. Neat. Let me know if that's good or not. I don't really care about natures. It's going into PLA anyways. A game without natures. Wait, no, it does have natures. It does have abilities. That's it. I still have 14 minutes on my sandwich. I need to, first of all, get out of here. Get rid of this lag. Oh my god, I can't even get on the map. I need to get out of here because I can heal my Pokemon first, and also reload the area to get rid of the lag. I'm not gonna keep count, by the way. I don't really care. I wanted to try to keep count, but then, yeah, I quickly gave up on it. Alright, so let me hunt for a second Hisuian Quillfish while I'm doing this. And also, after I'm done this Hisuian Quillfish, which would have been super fast. I almost thought that was a shiny Minccino on my screen. Nope. Yeah, you know, because I don't have to breed for it this time, I can just hunt for it in the wild. That's also why I didn't go for an outbreak. Because, you know, I didn't want to be too fast now. So, now that I'm done Hisuian Growlithe, Hisuian Voltorb, and I'm on my way to get a second shiny Hisuian Quillfish to get over Quill. Up next, I will be hunting Hisuian Sneasel. Now, that hunt is going to take quite a while. Because I'm aiming to get 3. Because Sneasel has a gender difference, but not Sneasler. Sneasler can be whatever. So I need to breed and hatch 3 shinies. At least 2 have to be different genders. So that alone is going to take me quite a long time. I could get very lucky, you never know with RNG. But yeah, I could get unlucky and get like 4 males in a row. Right? But I'm prepared. I'm ready for it. In fact, I've cleared out space in my game because I'm low-key about to run out of space in my game. I've cleared out space to give me, let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yes, at least 7. 7 boxes. Because, you know, in one sitting I plan to do 3 picnics. 3 picnics, that's an hour and a half of picnics. So it's a big time investment. At least it's something to keep me busy. So I'm going to be doing 3 picnics. One picnic averages about 60 eggs. Maybe a couple more, maybe a couple less. So that's why I have 7 boxes prepared. Just in case for any extra. So yeah. In one sitting, I will be doing 3 picnics. an hour and a half worth of picnicking, and then hatching all the eggs until I get 3 shinies. After the second Hisuian Quillfish, of course. I was afraid, for whatever reason, I was going to miss the shiny Quillfish. No, the moment that first shiny popped up, it was super obvious. Because it is a super obvious shiny. Well, I suppose before we talk about the shows, I did miss a couple of things to update on, throughout the holidays. You already heard how my New Year's went last time when I hunted for Slowpoke. A couple things that happened, or rather came out, that I didn't have a chance to talk about. We got a trailer for My Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and everybody is hating on it. Everyone does not like it. And I can't lie, I'm not a big fan. I'm not really interested in it. And that's a shocker, because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. The show just looks eh. Animation doesn't really interest me too much. I mean this particular animation style. That's what I mean. And, the big thing that is turning everyone away from this show, Norman and Harry Osborn. They are black now. I mean, I don't need to sugarcoat it anymore. Nobody likes when these companies race change the characters. Yes, it's been a meme for ages that Norman Osborn, a white man, has waves in his hair. It's like, so what, right? See, I really don't know why companies feel the need to make a typical white character black just because, well, just because. But on the other hand, it's like, you have a black actor voice a white character. Well, they changed the character black. They did that with Quan Chi in Mortal Kombat 1. They did that with Uatu the Watcher in What If. And, they're doing it with Norman Osborn because Coleman Domingo is voicing Norman Osborn. So it's like, where did we go wrong in history that, it's against nature a black man voices a white character? I mean, granted, not all of them are bad. Like, nobody really cares that they made Uatu the Watcher a little bit darker. Nobody really cared about that. They didn't need to do it, but, it didn't matter. Right? And then Harry Osborn, or at least the character who everyone is assuming is Harry Osborn. Yeah, he looks absolutely nothing like Harry Osborn. Doesn't look or act like Harry Osborn whatsoever. I'm still gonna watch the show, of course. For the sake of completion, right? For the sake of just saying I watched everything, I know everything. Yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. I was actually debating, like, every other year it seems like I buy a Disney Plus subscription. It's like, well, one year I buy it, the next year it's like, man, I'm fed up with Disney. I'm not buying it this year. And then the year after it's like, Disney seems like they're turning around a bit. There's also content on the horizon I'm excited for. Let me buy Disney Plus this year. Well, the turn of the new year this time, I was once again debating, do I want to get Disney Plus for Daredevil Born Again? And I was also thinking, like, well, I'll mostly be getting Disney Plus for Daredevil Born Again. I also want to rewatch the original 3 seasons of Daredevil just to refresh. Having Disney Plus would help a lot with that, since it's no longer on Netflix, it's on Disney Plus. So I was really debating, should I buy Disney Plus this year? Yeah, never mind. Nope, Disney is still their usual woke stupidity, and I'm just like, oh, never mind. I'm not gonna support this company monetarily. until they get the... Oops. I was trying to move my leg and I completely kicked over the stand. Oops. Yeah, as I was saying. No. Until Disney gets their shit together and stops feeding us all this woke shit, yeah, I'm not buying Disney Plus anymore. I was just trying to cross my legs on the chair and then, you know, I hit the stand. You know, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man looks super woke. Then again, maybe I'm judging it preemptively, just like everyone is, just like everyone rightfully does, right? Given how woke Disney has been, all the garbage they've put out recently. Not even recently, the past several years. Like, maybe there's absolutely nothing. Right? Maybe there's nothing besides just a race bending. And, you know, people make valid arguments on the internet. It's like, why are you complaining about race bending? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the white character is now black. Well, it's like, well, if it doesn't matter, why'd they do it? And then, you know, the real good argument I heard was, well, they're making all these non-black characters black, particularly redheads. Do I even need to bring up the chart? The chart of all the redheads that have been turned black? Like, the best argument I heard was, well, if you make Black Panther or Miles Morales white, will you also not get upset if you don't see a problem with a white character now being black? It's like, well, it has to work both ways, you know? If you're not upset that a white character is now black, you cannot also be upset if a black character is now white. Like, what if they gave us a Black Panther who's white? They gave us a Miles Morales who's Asian. They gave us a Captain America who's Latino. You know, it's just not the characters. So that's the best argument I heard. It's like, well, if they gave us a black character who is typically black, and then they made the character white, well, you wouldn't like that either. So if race bending them doesn't matter, it's such a small thing, it doesn't matter, then why even do it? Why even do it at that point? Anyway, so yeah, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man looks not that good. I'll still watch it, I'll still give it a chance. I am expecting it to be woke, however. And, you know, I'm not going to link the Spider-Man trailer down below because I think everyone has seen it by now. What I will link down below, however, is... Wait, hold on, I gotta reply to something. I see No Shame in Feeding, banned a chatter. I was debating if I wanted to ban that person or not. There was a prompt on my end saying potential ban evading. But it's like, well, the message was sent and then nothing else was said. So it's like, it seemed peaceful anyways. So I just left it up. Oh well, No Shame in Feeding banned, it's okay. If they were a huge fan, they would continue to chat. Well, maybe they were busy. Look at me trying to make an argument. Maybe they were busy, you know, they wanted to be nice, be like, hey, what's good, man? Love your stuff, keep up the good work. Alright, catch you later. Account was literally made 2 hours ago. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind, what you did was right. What you did was just. I don't know, you can never be too sure on the internet, right? So anyways, as I was saying, I don't think I need to link down below the Spider-Man trailer, because everybody and their mama has seen it already. What I will link down below, however, is this mod trailer I saw for Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's a mod being made. The channel is called Beyond SMB Wii. I'm gonna link that down below. When I saw this trailer, it looked fucking incredible. It looked so good. I don't really have too much of an interest for 2D Mario games anymore. Like, I had really no interest for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You know, 2D Mario games just haven't really interested me anymore these days. And then I saw this. I saw how good this looked. I'm just like, yes, this is what I would like to see to get me interested in a 2D Mario game. It looks spectacular. You guys really should check it out. Like, I want to play this. This looks like a fantastic mod. If only I knew how to play mods. So, here's something I've been forgetting to mention for weeks. Like a month at this point. Well, I don't think it's been a month. A couple weeks ago, in my Pokemon Go, I finally evolved my 3rd ever Gimmighoul. So I now have 3 Golden Goes in Pokemon Go. I evolved them just because I'm about to run out of space for the gold coins, for the Gimmighoul coins. So that should tell you how many coins I've collected. I now have 3 Golden Goes. I think I currently have like 9,200 Gimmighoul coins in my game, and then you add 999 times 3 to that number. Oh yeah, lots of coins, and I don't intend to stop collecting. Ooh, look, a second shiny Hisuian Quillfish. Hold on, let me show you. After this next Mewtwo. After this next Mewtwo. No, Twa is 3. Mew 3 when? We thought we were getting it with Mega Mewtwo. See, look. Did you see the Chinese calendar in the back? Look, there's the next shiny. That's not it! Oh no! Where'd it go? Don't despawn. Okay, no, it's not despawned. Save the game, save the game. So there you go. Real quick, 2 Hisuian Quillfishes hunt done. Bro, I was right on top of the shiny as like I was saving the game. I was saving the game and the shiny went right on top of me. And it didn't count it. Another Quillfish came to me and I encountered that instead. This Quillfish is tiny, by the way. I have to check if this has a teensy mark. Wow, this is absolutely petite. Yo! Yo! There's 2! Yo! There's 2! Oh my god, there is 2! Look at this! There is 2! There are 2! There's 1 right there! There are 2 shinies on my screen! Oh my god, I gotta hurry up and catch. Do you see that white dot up there? There is a second shiny! You see it, right? You see the second one? Hurry up and catch, hurry up and catch. That's not catching! Look at how laggy my game is, by the way. Anyways, you get the gist of it. There are 2 shinies on my screen. Hurry up and catch! There's a second one back there! Bruh. Destiny Bond all you want. I don't have an outbreak. I got 3 shinies off of 1 sandwich. This is all the same sandwich. Anyways, you guys don't want to see me spamming Pokeballs. Let me get back to this. I don't remember the last time I had 2 shinies on screen. The only time I can think of was when Screamtail was in the background of Brute Bonnet. I don't remember any other time that happening now. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Everyone have a good New Year's? I already told you guys how New Year's was pretty mid for me this year. Even though it was sadly an upgrade to my typical New Year's, I wasn't alone for once. My parents were with me. Wow, what an upgrade. It's better than the past like decade of spending New Year's alone. You know, at least I didn't do the countdown by myself this time for like 8 years. Oh, finally the Quillfish caught. Alright, let's check this thing's summary real quick. The second Quillfish. No mark. Hasty nature. Cool, let's go catch that third one. Go, 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 go. There's 3! Oh, God! Another regular Quillfish ran into me. So, tomorrow, my friends should... Oh. Tomorrow, my friends should be going skiing. And I declined going because I am horrendous at skiing. So, a total of 3 of us, are not going skiing. So who knows? Maybe me and 2 other friends of mine will hang out tomorrow night, while the rest of my friends are going skiing. So we'll see what plays out. I asked the guys, like, well, if we are to hang out tomorrow, any interest in going to the movie theater? I still haven't seen Sonic 3 yet. It's only been out for like a week, I think. Didn't it come out Christmas Day? It came out like 8 days ago. My sister has a free ticket voucher anyways, because the theater botched her BTS film. So I can watch the movie for free. Alright, I caught the third quillfish. This one was much faster. I now have 3 shiny Hisuian quillfishes when I only needed 2. Awesome. So the third one is a relaxed nature. I don't know anything about natures. I don't care. But anyway, so the first one I got, female, naughty nature. Second one, hasty, male. And third one, female, relaxed nature. I'm gonna go check the sizes of these things real quick. Potential teensy mark maybe. I was hunting with tidal and tidal power. Oh, you know what? Let's change up the music real quick. Oh, I still have to evolve this quillfish. That's gonna be a pain to do. Alright, let's see. What kind of music can I play? You know, I'm not too worried about catching Mewtwo when it shines, if not for recover. Let me double check my team, actually. I did bring Scyther, didn't I? For the false swipe. Yes, I have Blissey, Scyther. That's all I need. Trying to think, what kind of music can I put on? Okay, we'll get talking about the shows in a second. Let me just first see the sizes of these. I'm also going to prepare a picnic, because, you know, an hour and a half of picnicking is a lot of time. So the sooner I get started, the better. Okay, the first shiny quillfish I got, a perfectly average-sized specimen. It's the gold standard for normality. Amazing. To this day, I have yet to get even a single jumbo or teensy shiny. Not like I really, you know, hunt for it actively. Okay, so the second one, the petite one I said, this one seems a good sight smaller than average. And while I'm here, I may as well judge the third one. I mean, there's only 2 Pokemon in this game I would consider hunting Jumbo Mark for. Okay, the third one is also a good sight smaller than average. Yeah, the only ones I would consider hunting is a Jumbo Mark Dondozo and a Jumbo Mark Charmander for a Charizard. And that's really it. Teensy Mark, well, do I really care to hunt for a Teensy Mark Joltik? Not really. Would it be cool to have? Yeah. Do I really care? Not really. I don't want to really strain my eyes that bad trying to get that shiny. And also, like I said, I'm about to run out of box space in my game. You know, I don't want half my shinies in one game, half in the other game. Ooh, my Charizard is poissoned, so I gotta heal real quick. You know, I actually did an hour's worth of breeding today. Pause. Not in game. I did an hour's worth of picnics today for Hisui and Sneasel, only to realize I didn't put an Everstone on it. So there goes an hour of my life wasted. And also, before anyone asks, no, I will not be going for 2 shiny Mewtwo's, 1 for each Mega Evolution. I'm not doing what Eternal Radiant did and getting 2, 1 for each. Just 1 is fine. Isn't Mega Mewtwo Y also a fighting type? Alright, so I'm just about to start preparing a picnic. Once we do that, I will start finally discussing the shows. We have Oshinoko, we have the final 3 episodes of What If, and we have Squid Game. Now, I already have completed Season 2 of Squid Game, however, I'll probably just do 1 episode at a time. We talked about Episode 1 of Season 2 Squid Game last time, so today we're going to talk about Episode 2. You know, I probably should have done my laundry today, because I'm running out of clean shirts. Alright, picnic. I also need to set up a timer. Making myself a sandwich. And I was sure to put an Everstone onto Sneasel this time. You know, at least on the bright side, this hunt will keep me busy for a little while. I don't have a bingo card for the year like a lot of other shiny hunting PokeTubers have. Alright, I'm just about to start the timer, and then we can start talking about the shows. Alright, timer started. Alright, let's talk about these shows real quick, finally. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about these shows. So, like I said, no new episode of Creature Commandos to talk about today, because the new episode came out today, and I didn't have a chance to watch it yet. Same goes for Beast Games. And I'm done Season 1 of The Boys, so I'll hold off on Season 2 just for now. So up next on the list to talk about would be Oshinoko. So Oshinoko Season 2 Episode 9. This was basically the conclusion to the whole play arc. At least for us, the viewer. Because this is only the first performance. They're performing this play all month long. Which, you know, yeah, the people who are in Broadway plays, they don't just do one performance for the night and call it a job well done. You know, they have to perform several shows, right? It's like a theater. They have several screenings for a movie. So they have to do the same thing for like a month long. You know, it's not a theater where they constantly play the film. It's not a concert. You know, like, it's not a Taylor Swift concert where there's only one concert in your area, and if you don't get the tickets, well, you missed it. Right? They have different screenings. So, to my surprise, we actually saw Ai in this episode. Wow, to my surprise, they actually got, I don't know the name of the person who voices her. Isn't she the singer in Yao Sabi? However you pronounce that band's name? Like, they actually brought her back to voice Ai. It was a surprise to me to see Ai in this episode. Yes, it was a flashback. Still, I didn't think we would see her again. And it is so tragic. You know, it's tragic that it is just a flashback. Because, you know, obviously she is currently deceased in present day. So it's so sad to see her back on screen as a flashback. So we continue with Aqua's version of method acting, which is just not really... Method acting is just his own genuine rage put into his acting. Oh, the music's ending. You are not playing that ad. Alright, so yeah, Aqua's method acting is literally just genuine rage and guilt as he's acting. So then we cut back. We cut back to the moment of Ai's death, and then we hear, you know, the demonic voice haunting Aqua. At first I thought it was the doctor version of himself, you know, him before this life. No, it was actually child version of him. And all the guilt he feels about not being able to save Ai that day because he was, you know, just a child. And, you know, he was too late. He couldn't get to her in time because he didn't know what was happening. But at the time he actually got to her, it was too late and he couldn't do anything about it. So it was actually his younger self haunting him, not his doctor self. And, well, we get this what-if scenario, for lack of better terms. You know, we all wish that loved ones, what would be if they were still here with us. You know, I thought about it as well. How much I wished Billy was still here. So, the scene where Akane playing Princess Saya, I think. The scene where Akane comes back to life, her character, well, he needs to show genuine emotions there. So what does he do? He imagines, what if it was I? What if it was I? She didn't die, she came back to life. And that's how we got the emotional scene for Aqua. It's kind of sad that they just showed us a still. They didn't actually animate the scene for us to see. all we saw was a still. This kind of sucks. But anyways, everyone seems to be liking the play. Everyone seems satisfied with the play. The audience, all the actors. Well, actually, majority of the crew. Akane doesn't seem too satisfied with their acting, and neither does Kana. These two ladies just can't take a victory. There is this scene between, I think it was Goa and the director. They were just having a nice chat, going over what they thought about the performance. So, near the second half of the episode, everyone goes out to celebrate. They go to like a dinner to celebrate. All the crew members, not the crew members, all the cast members, and the director. They try convincing the director to go to dinner as well, because, he was an integral part of creating the play. So if the director went, Aqua went. Even Kana, she was saying how tired she was. And then Aqua was like, I'm going to the dinner. I shall go too. If you go, Aqua, I shall go too. They show Kana kind of buzzed during dinner, and then they make it explicit to point out she's drinking ginger ale. So just like the Persona 4 moment, they were high, they were drunk off the environment. And there was also this other hilarious scene where all the crew members and cast members, they bow when they're finishing their performance. When the play is over, all the cast members bow to the audience. There was this very extra moment where Aqua was carrying Akane down the steps, and then you just see Kana's face, like, are you serious? You gotta be this extra? I couldn't help but laugh at that moment. Anyways, if you remember, the reason why Aqua even joined the damn play in the first place was to get close to the director and try to move up in the entertainment world to find out who killed Ai, or who was responsible. Because, the person who drew the blade is dead. But who put him up to that? So he needs to move up in the entertainment industry and find the person who caused Ai to die. So he needs to get close to the director. Director goes to dinner, he goes to dinner. So Aqua tries to get close to the director. But then, he's saying, like, he was telling his story on how he made a mistake at one point with his job. Aqua wants to know, of course, like, a mistake? Tell me. No, it's a mistake not meant for young people to know. And then that's where Himekawa, was that his name? I gotta pull up the wiki to see the characters' names again. Yeah, Himekawa, that's his name. And then Himekawa helps out Aqua because Himekawa wants to know the answer as well. Wants to know, what is this story that the director is hiding? So they go to this bar where a bunch of cute girls pour drinks. And he brings up a pretty good point. Yeah, if a cute girl pours out a drink for you, you drink it. Without thinking. You don't go like, nah, no thank you. That's partially why nobody ever invites me to a bar, because I don't drink. So I will definitely be the person to decline a cute girl's drink, sadly. Yeah, I'm doomed. So yeah, Himekawa helps out Aqua because he too wants to know the story. But then they accidentally get the director a little bit too drunk. There is a brief moment earlier in the episode where every character is celebrating the play, they're celebrating what a great job. And then you see Aqua alone in a bathroom stall with a DNA test. At first I thought, he was trying to find his father. But no. The twist at the end of the episode gave me goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it. I did not see this twist coming. So, with the director passed out drunk, that gives Aqua a chance to talk to Himekawa. He was like, then Aqua just goes, "I've been meaning to talk to you." Hands him the paper. Oh, what's this? A DNA test? Himekawa, it turns out that you and I share the same father. Would you please tell me about your dad? That gave me goosebumps. I did not expect that twist. So Himekawa is actually a half-brother to both Aqua and Ruby. I actually did think the characters looked similar. I never mentioned it. I thought it was just a coincidence. I thought Himekawa and Aqua had similar looking hair. Like similar hair looking styles. Sure, one's black hair, one's blonde. Still, I thought they looked pretty similar. I never mentioned anything, because I didn't think anything would come of it. But yeah, this would explain why they look similar. They share the same father, genetically. So yeah, that twist caught me off guard. I really did not expect that. And that's where the episode ends. Like, if Aqua really found out that this is his half-brother, he could instantly just speedrun the entire process to find his father. Unless Himekawa doesn't know, of course, because Himekawa did mention he was in a children's home. So if Himekawa goes like, "Oh yeah, I know my dad, here, let me introduce you," then Aqua just basically sped ran through the entire process. He really wouldn't need to go up the food chain for the entertainment industry anymore, unless his father reveals he doesn't know shit. So, you know, back to square one. Find out who killed I. So I'm very excited to see how the next episode will play out. The fact that Himekawa is Aqua's half-brother, that's a pretty big lead in Aqua's goal to find his father and find out who killed I. So I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued now. And, well, that's pretty much it for this episode of Oshinoko. There's only 4 episodes left in this season. So I'm really hoping... First of all, I'm hoping we see more Ruby, because she has barely been in this season. She's been low-key just a cameo in this season. So I'm really hoping we see some more of Ruby in the, you know, the final 4 episodes. She was in this episode. She did have a couple lines. However, this has primarily been an Aqua-focused season. It's like, well, you're forgetting, like, a whole other main cast. Main character. You know, unless the trade-off is Season 3 will primarily focus on Ruby and not Aqua. Could be possible. I don't know what story's coming up. Alright, now let's move on. Let's talk about What If Season 3. I have the final 3 episodes to talk about. Let's just get the third last episode out the way, because this one is completely disconnected to the other 2. It was What If 18 something. What if the year 18 something? Hold on, I gotta collect the eggs. Okay, yeah, what year was this episode set in? It was 18 something. Let me go into Wikipedia real quick. What if 1872? There we go. So in this episode, we primarily follow Shang-Chi and Kate Bishop, which, oh my goodness, Kate Bishop is sexy even in animation. So instead of, it's kind of a twist on the Shang-Chi movie where instead of Shang-Chi going to America in like the 21st century, this time in the 18th century, like in the 1860s, it was actually Xiling, his sister, who went to America. But the promise of an American life is not what she actually saw. It's what she actually got. And then we also get this mysterious Hood character, which we don't really see anything of in this episode. This mysterious Hood character is this like force to be reckoned with. At first I was wondering, is this Red Skull? Would that really make any sense? Thank goodness it was not Red Skull. So the Hood has captured Xiling. So, Shang-Chi now needs to search for his sister, along with the help of Kate Bishop. So it starts off in the Wild West, like some sort of salty spittoon. We actually see John Walker, and I believe Wyatt Russell did voice him. I wonder what was the point, because he said like 2 lines. I guess while filming Thunderbolts, they're like, hey, Wyatt, come over here for a sec. Just speak into this mic, read these lines. Alright, thanks. You can go back to filming now. So yeah, I was actually at first thinking like, okay, so they ring a bell 10 times, 10 rings. Shang-Chi doesn't have the actual, 10 rings weapon that his father had. This time, it's just really, he's more like a Wild West martial arts legend, and you summon him with 10 rings of a bell. So the moment Shang-Chi was summoned, the character introduced himself as John Walker. I thought he was addressing the person coming in. So it's like, John Walker. So I was confused at first. I'm like, wait, is the person doing all the martial arts John Walker? It looks more like Shang-Chi to me. And then I realized, oh no, he was introducing himself as John Walker. Oh. Yeah, that was a little confusing. So anyways, in this universe, yep, 1872, Shang-Chi. Kate Bishop is a sharpshooter called Hawkeye. What happened to Clint Barton in this universe? Don't know. Was there even a Clint Barton in this universe to inspire Kate Bishop? Don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Hat tricks, stupid stuff, not really worth mentioning, blah, blah, blah. They meet this kid who I guess will become an Iron Fist. So I don't really know too much about Iron Fist outside of the Danny Rand character. So any other Iron Fist characters I don't really know anything about. There were definitely Easter eggs for Iron Fist in this episode. Really hoping one day Finn Jones returns to do his character justice. Let's see, what other song can I play? Well, this wasn't the recommended, so let me just play it. So, they revealed that a ghost train had taken the young Iron Fist's father, so now they need to find it. They find the ghost train, turns out it has, like, repulsion technology, like Stark technology. And inside, we see a bunch of, like, people brainwashed, and then we meet this character. At first, I was wondering, who is this character? The more I saw his face, I started to recognize who the character looked like. And then the moment the character said his name, Sonny Birch, I'm like, oh, right. That guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Did we ever find out who his buyer was, by the way? I don't think we ever did. I don't remember. So yeah, Sonny Birch, blah, blah, blah. They get taken to the hood. It's Xiling. They need to fight, blah, blah, blah. Sonny Birch reveals he killed Kate Bishop's parents, blah, blah, blah. So, it turns out that Xiling gets possessed by the hood. She killed the previous holder of the hood, and it's never answered who that is. I think we're supposed to see the hood character in the Ironheart series, which is like, wow. Such a shame that was delayed this long. Pretty sure we were supposed to watch that before this, right? I'm pretty sure we were supposed to care for Riri Williams. Yeah, nobody did. Well, one character cared for Riri Williams, the Watcher. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Kate Bishop killed Xiling. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. This episode was just eh. It was eh. It's nothing too special. This episode kind of just existed. Remember how I said previously, What If should be such an easy concept to give us great episodes for? Not this boring stuff nobody asked for. Nobody cared what if 1873. Nobody cared. Nobody asked for this episode. I thought of a couple options, a couple of concepts that would be easy slam dunks, easy home runs, easy goal-in-ones, easy other sports terms I don't know. Here, let me list off a couple. What if Civil War never happened? What if the Avengers were never split up by the Sokovia Accords? And they were united together to fight Thanos. What if that happened? Or rather, same movie, what if Crossbones took out Captain America with the explosion? Scarlet Witch wasn't there to send Crossbones to explode into a building side. So, no Sokovia Accords. Maybe, still. The people on the ground would still be collateral damage. But yeah, what if the Avengers lost Captain America thanks to Crossbones' explosion? What if that happened? Right? Easy slam dunks. Or, this is an easy one that I can understand why they don't want to do this episode. However, the fact that they didn't want to do this episode means they're a bunch of pussies. What if Steve Rogers gave the shield to Bucky instead of Sam Wilson? He had two options right in front of him, and it gave the shield to one. Now, obviously, it makes sense why they don't want to do that. Captain America Brave New World is coming out in a couple months. They don't want to be like, oh man, I wish we got that story instead. Instead we got this. So, fine. Like, there are so many potential easy hits for an episode idea that they just didn't do. And yes, I know, they weren't allowed to do, like, the really crazy outlandish stuff. But, like, come on, how hard was it to pitch the idea and have it greenlit? What if the Avengers never broke up? during Civil War thanks to the Sokovia Accords. Come on, that's an easy one to do. You know, how about something like, what if the vibranium meteorite did not land in Wakanda? It landed somewhere else. What if it landed in America, huh? Or worse, what if it landed in Germany and Hydra got their hands on vibranium? Come on, it was so easy! And you fumbled it so badly. And you know, speaking of fumbling, so let's talk about the final 2 episodes of, I almost said Squid Game. The final 2 episodes of What If. They weren't great. So season 3, episode 7, What If the Watcher disappeared? The Watcher is now, you know, being punished by his fellow Watchers. There was the Executioner, the Eminence, the something else. Like, there were 3 other Watchers. And I'm just thinking, that's it? Only 3 others? Aren't there supposed to be like thousands of Watchers? Why are only 3 of them showing up? So yes, Watcher is now captured by 3 others. And, well, this is where I have some problems with the writing. It is like, wow, that was mad convenient. So, when the Watcher was taken, literal fragments of the 5th dimension shattered and fell down into the multiverse. It could land in any of the infinite universes. So, we go back to the kind of Blade Runner episode of Season 2 with Nova Prime Nebula. And, you know, remember that episode in Season 2 where Nebula became Nova Prime of her universe? And on Xandar, well, it got closed off. Remember that? Well, that universe's Xandar is being attacked by an intergalactic beast, the same one that Captain Carter fought in the very first episode of the show. So now we get this brand new multiverse, like Guardians of the Multiverse, called the Exiles. So, God, there's ideas that they're gonna bring this show back one day as an Exiles TV show. Please no. I beg you, please no. And this Exiles team consists of Captain Carter, consists of Kohori, consists of Birdie the Duck. Remember a couple episodes ago when Darcy and Howard the Duck had an egg? Well, yeah, now Birdie the Duck is all grown up. And it also consists of Storm, Goddess of Thunder, wielding Thor's hammer. Yeah, she didn't even get her own episode to tell us who she is. You know, Gamora got her own episode in Season 2. We met her in Season 1. She got her own episode in Season 2. Not Storm, though. Storm doesn't get her own episode. So yeah, they're here to fight this giant monster thing that totally isn't Shumagorath. And then, mad conveniently, shards of the 5th dimension fall into this universe, right where Peggy Carter just happened to be. Wow, that was mad convenient. Out of every universe and the infinite possibilities it could have fell into, it fell into the universe Peggy Carter just happened to show up in. Not even her home universe, not even where she was. It showed up just coincidentally where she just happened to go to. Out of infinite possibilities. Wow, that was mad convenient. Anyways, now they know, like, shards of the 5th dimension? The Watcher must be in trouble. So they devise a plan on how to get to the 5th dimension, because, you know, it's not another universe you can just travel to. It's literally another plane of existence that's not exactly easy to get to. You know, my mortal mind can barely grasp the idea of, like, What even is a fifth dimension? We live in a third dimension world. What would a fifth dimension be? I think it would be like, you know, you can go back and forth between time and space. So unlike us plebes on a linear timeline, we can't go forward or back. I think a fifth dimension would mean, like, you know, you can go to, like, the beginning of history if you so pleased. And the timer's done for, you know, the 30 minutes. If you heard that just now. So they're playing a foosball, which has so many Easter eggs of characters. You know, we had Avengers characters, we had X-Men characters, Fantastic Four. We had other characters. We saw an Iron Fist, we saw Galactus, we saw Infinity Ultron, which is a tease for what's coming up. So they're trying, actually, to get to the fifth dimension, using the 3 shards of the fifth dimension to power their way to get there. Well, 2 failed attempts. What's funny is they're actually using Kang the Conqueror's time chair. You know, that's a pretty funny Easter egg. And funny in the sense, like, wow, they completely abandoned that storyline. Such a shame they abandoned it too. I would have loved to see it play out. Good or bad, I would have still loved to see the original plan. Well, yeah, they have 2 failed attempts. Now they have to think. They have 1 chance left. How are they going to get to the fifth dimension? Well, they realize there has only ever been one being in the entire multiverse existence who was able to get to the fifth dimension, who was so powerful, was able to breach the barrier and make it to the fifth dimension. Infinity Ultron. End of season 1, remember that? But you know, Infinity Ultron is uber dangerous. Ultron armed with all 6 Infinity Stones is unbearably dangerous. So they need to find a way to get Ultron, to get them to the fifth dimension without being killed by him. You know, fun little one-liners like, we stole those reset charges from the TVA. If things go wrong with Ultron, we'll just prune his universe. Wow, it's pretty funny to think that at some point the TVA was infiltrated by these guys, or rather these gals. At some point the TVA was infiltrated by the Exiles, and they had some reset charges stolen. You know, that still brings up the question, where even is the TVA? It exists outside of time and space. It exists outside of the multiverse. So, like, how the hell did these characters end up there? And in a way, wouldn't Loki now also be a fifth dimensional being? Since he can go back and forth between time and space? Right? Does Loki now exist on the fifth dimensional plane? So anyways, Peggy Carter, you know, Captain Carter, she doesn't want to lose any friends because she already lost so much. So she decides to take on Ultron herself. By the time the rest of the team shows up... Oh yeah, let me also mention that they bring up a good point. There is an Ultron out there who successfully took the Infinity Stones, wiped out all life in his universe, but never heard the Watcher's voice, thus never setting Ultron on the path to conquer the multiverse. There is always an Ultron out there with that kind of outcome. So yeah, Peggy decides to try to take on or convince Ultron alone. By the time the others discover this, they go there and they see Captain Carter's shield broken. So they rightfully assume Ultron killed her. No, and this is where it is so stupid. I thought about this and I'm like, hey, wait a second, why didn't Ultron just do this? Hold on, let me drink some water first. So then Ultron reveals that he's had a change of heart. This world that he's created with no life is not peaceful. There is no peace without life, but there is no life without chaos. So now Ultron, wanting to redeem himself, wants to fight for life. One life at a time. Ultron also revealed that he's been alone, just standing there for eons in silence. He erased all life, so he's been alone in silence for eons. And I'm just thinking, well, if you had a goddamn change of heart, why didn't you just use the fucking Infinity Stones and undo everything? You literally had the 6 Infinity Stones. You could have done anything. You could have rewound time, brought back all the lives you've taken, and just made it so that you never did it. Why the hell did Ultron not just fix his universe if he wanted life again? What, did that never cross his mind? You could argue, well, he didn't feel like he deserved to, given all the carnage he's done. Fine, but it's still stupid that, you know, I think the writers just didn't think about that. It's like, oh yeah, wait a second, he had all 6 stones. He could have just brought back life if he wanted to. It's like, why didn't he just bring back life? If he really wanted life in the universe again, he had all 6 stones. He could have easily done that. Well, Ultron helps everyone get to the 5th dimension. They help Mewtwo, the Watcher, which actually, I didn't even realize this. He didn't get his name until, you know, the final episode. We also flash back to, like, eons ago, which really brings up a good question. But we'll get to that in a moment. So we flash back to eons ago when Mewtwo was, you know, being mentored by the Eminence, and then he took the oath and became a Watcher, vowed to never interfere, only observe. And he's looking down from his 5th dimensional plane, down onto the infinite multiverse. And I really question, if this was eons ago, how does that make sense? Because technically the multiverse only, you know, existed not long ago with Loki. Before Loki became the god of stories, there was just one timeline, the sacred timeline. And supposedly that was the only case for eons. So like, how was there a multiverse eons ago, right? You could argue eons ago this was before the multiversal war that Kang, or rather He Who Remains, mentioned. So eons ago, there was a multiverse, it led to a multiversal war. He Who Remains made the TVA, pruned all the timelines. For another set of eons, there was just one timeline, one sacred timeline, and then Loki happened. The multiverse was born again, right? Unless you can say that. Well, that definitely means that the Watchers did nothing watching the multiversal war, and also did nothing when He Who Remains, you know, built the TVA and was pruning timelines, pruning universes. The Watchers did nothing. What other music can I play? I realize we've been listening to this for 20 minutes. Anyways, they make it to the 5th dimension. Ultron buys them time by fighting. Ultron gets destroyed. They try to escape, but obviously the Watchers are all-powerful. Our team of exiles don't really stand a chance. So then, the Watcher has a bright idea. Have them say the vow, and then they get blessed with the powers of Watchers. It really makes no sense, but whatever. I don't want to say this was also woke, just because we had a diverse cast of strong women. You know, there was never anything woke about it. You know, there was never like, yeah, women, men could never do what we do. There was never any of that, but, you know, it's Disney, right? It's Disney, we know. So yeah, fighting alongside a, you know, slightly darker than comic accurate the Watcher, Mewtwo the Watcher, is a group of diverse, strong women. Once again, you know, not saying this is woke outright. So yeah, now they have a fighting chance against the 3 Watchers. They devise a plan. The Watchers are too strong with their power, but if we get them into Strange Supreme's universe. Yes, Strange Supreme died when he reset his universe. However, his essence is the universe. Nice shiny. Yeah, I got 2. No, I got 3 Quillfishes tonight. Thanks. Yeah, if they go into Strange's universe, well, Strange is basically eternity in that universe. So whatever Strange wills is the case. So if in Strange Supreme's universe he wants the other Watchers to be powerless, that can be the case. Somehow that makes sense. These are 5th dimensional beings who, you know, don't typically follow how the universe works. They weren't even phased by the Infinity Stones. And you're telling me that Strange Supreme, as the universe itself, can will these guys are powerless? So they are powerless? Okay. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. There's a big fight happens. They pin down the 3 Watchers. Mewtwo is like, stop. Concede. No. And then they do like this almost fusion dance where the 3 of them merge together. They're about to erase the exiles. They're about to erase not only them, but every variant of them in the multiverse from ever existing. It will be like as if they never existed. It's like, wow, that would change quite a lot. Imagine if the main MCU suddenly had its history rewritten to where Peggy Carter just didn't exist. There was no Peggy Carter in Steve Rogers' life. How that story would have changed. Anyways, Captain Carter sacrifices herself. Yeah. Wow, I'm so sad about that. So she sacrifices herself in order to get them all into Strange Supreme's universe. Somehow that works. Now the other Watchers are powerless. And now Mewtwo is able to get through to them. That's about it. End of the episode. End of the episode, they throw or lightly push Captain Carter's shield into like the endless path of the 5th dimension where they can see all the universes. Okay. Why do that? I'm not too sure. And then they end the universe. They end the story, the show, with how it opens. So now we get glimpses into universes that, goddamn, I wish we could have seen rather than the slop we've seen this season. We saw ideas of, a six-armed Spider-Man, a man spider. We saw a concept of a samurai Ghost Rider. We saw Weapon X Thanos. That I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see Thanos get the adamantium skeleton, get the claws. That would have been a banger of an episode rather than this goddamn 1873. Was it 1873? 1872, whatever. We saw other stuff like Kamala Khan as the Wasp, Kingo Iron Man, other ones I don't really care about. We saw concepts like, damn, would have loved to see that instead. And that's when this goddamn show ends. Like, finally. They botched the concept so badly. The ending was subpar at best. I really hope... people are saying maybe they'll bring the show back in a couple years after they've introduced the X-Men properly and they can do what-if X-Men storylines. If that's the case, then, hey, I'm for it. But, if they bring this show back as an Exiles TV show, please don't do that. Please. Because, I'm pretty sure 2 of the characters are original to the show. We have Kahori and Birdie the Duck. I'm pretty sure neither of those characters came from the comics. These were show original characters. Anyways, well, there's What If. It was eh. It really did peak with Season 1. Season 1 was the best season. Alright, in just a moment, we will talk about Squid Game. So, I actually have the episode pulled up in front of me. My brother-in-law, he let me borrow his Netflix account, so I'm able to have the episode right in front of me so I can go through it. We already talked about episode 1 last time, Hunting Zygarde, so now we're going to talk about episode 2. And I also need to pull up a wiki to know all the characters' names. Forgive me, okay? Korean names. By the way, have you guys seen that video compilation of, Lee Jung-jae throughout the years? The person who plays Gi-hun? Player 456, the main character. Have you guys seen him throughout the years? Man has aged gracefully. He looks no different from when he was 20. Dude is 52, and he looks fantastic for 52. Watching season 1, he did not look like, 50. It's amazing how gracefully this man aged. He's like the Korean Paul Rudd. He just does not age. He looks damn near the same as he did when he was 20. Shit. I wish I can only hope one day when I'm 50, I look the same as, as I do now in my 20s. I'll probably be fatter and bald by the time I'm 50. That's probably just a given at this point. So, by the end of episode 1, the recruiter lost the game of Russian roulette and is now dead. So the episode opens with Gi-hun meeting Jun-ho. The cop, the brother to the front man, as well as meeting what's his name? Ugh, so many names to remember. Like, what was the dude's name? Whatever, we'll just go through the episode until he says his name. So not only does he meet Officer Jung-ho, he also meets... Give me a second. The guy from the first episode who lost the rock, paper, scissors game. Oh, not actually. He won. So he was spared by the recruiter. It was the boss who died. This guy, though. What the hell was his name? Woo-seok? I'm just gonna call him Woo. So anyways, he meets these new characters, and they kind of become his new group to try to find the island. It turns out that Gi-hun has been stashing a buttload of guns, arming himself to the teeth, in preparation, to find the people running the Squid Games. So we cut away from these characters. We meet this other character, this lady who works at this amusement park as a mascot. She gives candy to this little girl. And then later on we see her again. We also see the fact that Gi-hun is kind of fulfilling his promise to Saibyok and Sung-woo, keeping an eye on their families for them. So we see Saibyok's young brother. We see that Gi-hun is indeed keeping an eye on him for her. So, Gi-hun pays a visit to this guy. I think he's like a broker. I don't know. And then we get a visit. He gets a visit from this lady who was, who was in the mascot. She's trying to look for her child that she left behind at some point. We see her. She gets invited to the Squid Games. She gets handed a card, though it's not what we expect. More on that in a moment. We see Jung-ho visit his brother's wife's grave. That comes back later on, slightly. Remember, I already finished the season, but I'm only going to cover episode 2 today. So, we see Jun-ho visit his brother's wife's grave. So now we know that, frontman, his wife, is deceased. So that's good to know. So it turns out that this, what the hell was this character's name? Fuck it, whatever. The woman who was in the mascot costume, she keeps on, seeing this little girl. It turns out that this girl is sick, and the daughter of one of the staff at the amusement park. The kid does not have enough. The father does not have enough money to pay for the medical treatment. The kid has blood cancer, I believe. Well, the woman is now resigning from the amusement park, like her job, because she's going to take the Squid Game. But then the little girl collapses, and the father, they have to go to the hospital. The little girl drops her hat, and she returns it. She wants to help the little girl, as well as try to find her own child, but, she needs money for that. So this entire episode, we're misdirected to thinking she's going to join the Squid Game and try to earn money. That's not the case. Following our main characters again, Gi-hun and his new little group, they get a bunch of, ex-Marines and Black Ops or whatever, arming themselves, getting ready. Because Gi-hun, he pulls out a card from the recruiter's pocket showing a meetup place. So now he knows, the people who run the games are going to meet up at this place. So they're going to try and go... They're going to try and go meet them there. They're arming themselves, of course, in preparation. The lady, she makes a call and says she wants to join. So we'll see her by the end of the episode. It's Halloween Day in universe, so that'll give everyone a chance to be in disguise. They're going to be in their pink uniforms and the front man. Nobody's going to find that suspicious. So Gi-hun gets separated from the rest of the group because the front man only wants him. He gets put back in the same limousine. Frontman doesn't show his masked face. However, he does speak to Gi-hun in a golden piggy bank. However, what I love about these guys is that they are 10 steps ahead. They are aware Gi-hun is looking for them. They are aware they have people following them. So I love the fact that these guys are 10 steps ahead. They have snipers on the roofs, ready to shoot down the tires of the cars pursuing them. I just love it. These guys are a force of nature. I love how mysterious and dangerous these guys are. They're just 10 steps ahead. They have snipers on roofs ready. That is aura right there. Oh yeah, there was also a scene earlier where Gi-hun, this is dedication, gets a tooth pulled out and has a replacement tooth put in with a tracker. So if he goes back to the island where the games are held, they can track him. Which I found kind of stupid, because I'm sure these guys would have metal detectors on them, right? They would search the bodies for anything trackers-wise, right? I'm sure even if you put it into yourself, if you surgically had a tracker put into your gut, I'm sure they would pull it out of you before letting you join the games. And if not, well, they just will decline you playing the games. So, yeah, if you have a tracker in you, I'm sure they will remove it by any means necessary before letting you join the damn games. So I found that kind of stupid of Gi-hun. You really think they wouldn't know to check you? You really think these guys don't have, metal detectors to make sure, it's not like a hip replacement where it's completely okay. No, they're going to search you thoroughly, inside and out, to make sure you don't have any trackers on you. I just thought that was kind of stupid of Gi-hun. You really think that we're going to find that tracker in your tooth? You really think they're that stupid? So anyways, by the end of the episode, like, Gi-hun is still in the limo talking to the piggy bank, talking to the front man. He's like, put me back in the games. You wanted entertainment for your VIPs, you're gonna see entertainment if you put me back in. It's like, as you wish. So now Gi-hun is back in the games. Gi-hun gets knocked out with gas, completely separated from the rest of his crew. We see the woman who agreed to quote-unquote play the Squid Games. She called them and said, I want to join. She goes to this bridge underpass. And it turns out she's not playing the games. She's going to be one of the soldiers. So this time, we're seeing a different perspective with one of the characters. We're seeing what it looks like for people to be recruited to be soldiers in the Squid Game. I like that. I like that we're getting a, the complete opposite end of the perspective. And, well, that's where the episode ends. Gi-hun is taken, separated from the rest of the crew. We meet the secondary new character who turns out she will be one of the people as one of the soldiers in the games. So, what's to come, I wonder? Find out in episode 3, which I've already watched. Now that my brother-in-law has let me borrow his Netflix account, there's a couple other shows that I could take advantage of this opportunity and use his Netflix to watch. What the hell? No, mute that. Film, Kunk on Life. That was what was playing just now. Let me see. Yeah, Dead Boy Detectives. That is on Netflix. So, yeah. Even though this show is canceled, I'll still give it a watch just in case it connects to Sandman. And if not, I would have wasted my time watching it. Also, Arcane. Oh, look. Archer's on Netflix. Oh, right. Oh, that's right. There was an animated cyberpunk show. Oh, I forgot about that. Harley Quinn is on Netflix? I thought that was on HBO. Or just Max. Oh, that's why I couldn't find Arcane. There was a completely different thumbnail for it. It has this Groot-looking character as the thumbnail instead of Jinx. I'm like, where's Arcane at? Oh, the amazing... Oh, there's the timer. The Amazing Digital Circus is here, too. I have heard good things about this. I don't know shit about it. There's only 4 episodes, huh? So yeah, there's a couple of projects on Netflix I can watch, taking advantage of this opportunity. Top of the list is definitely Arcane. I was hearing good stuff about that. I don't suppose Secret Level's on here, right? I don't know what service I need to watch Secret Level on. No. Nope, Secret Level's not on Netflix. I'm going to end a little bit earlier tonight. I'm going to end just before midnight. It's 11:53 right now. I'm going to end just before midnight. So I've done 2 picnics for Sneasel eggs. I have exactly 120 eggs. Exactly 4 boxes. Well, may as well do one more. One more half an hour picnic. So, it does not seem like we're going to get Mewtwo today. So, we'll, of course, have to get it next time. Or, you know, attempt again next time. Oh yeah, also Pokemon. There's a Gundam show on here? Gundam, what is this? Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. I didn't know about this. I'd never heard of this. Yeah, Pokemon Journeys is on here. Pokemon, what the hell is this? Oh, the final 12 episodes. Ah, that's here. Pokemon Secret of the Jungle. I barely remember that movie. Pokemon The Arceus Chronicles are here. Oh, right. They did a 3D remake of the first movie. Mewtwo Strikes Back. Oh, I completely forgot about this. Yeah, why did they even make this? Sonic Prime is on Netflix. The last time I watched the Sonic show was Sonic X. Could have sworn, wasn't Pokemon Horizons on Netflix? We don't have Pokemon Horizons the series, but you might like. Huh. Pokemon, what about... No. Pokemon the movie, Hoopa and the Clash of Ages? Nope. Pokemon X and Y series? I doubt that. No. It seems like Netflix only has Pokemon Journeys. Which, I guess it's okay. I need to catch up on that anyways. I think it's time to stop the music. I'm about to end this anyways. Wow, we've been listening to Fluffy Bluff for half an hour already? I'm gonna end this in like a minute. Maybe 2 more resets, or 3. Okay, last reset, then I'm calling it. Anyways, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end this a little bit earlier tonight. And no shinies. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time.